Well, thank you. Good evening. Thank you to the Chamber and to the local media for sponsoring this event tonight. I was here in the spring before the primary, and you had a great turnout then as well. It's very impressive and complimentary to you. I am a candidate for State Representative District 16. That's parts of Jasper, Pulaski, Stark, and White counties. It's changed a little bit. Here in Stark County, Center Township has been added to that. So the communities of Knox, North Judson, Sandier, and Bass Lake are all in House District 16, currently served by State Representative Doug Gutwein, who is retiring at the end of the year. So my best wishes to him on a job well done. Priority-wise, I want to talk about communities. I want to talk about family. My wife and I live on our family farm. We operate our farm near Rensselaer. Our son has joined with us as well. Our daughter lives in Newton County, and she farms with her husband, and we have 3 grandchildren, and so family is important. I'm a Jasper County Commissioner, a position I've held for 18 years. I'll be giving that up here in about a month. I'm running unopposed for this state representative position, but we've worked hard in Jasper County to build up our communities. And so when you bring families and communities together, I think we have a common bond. And it's really important that we work together to improve our communities. We have to have a community that's attractive to that next generation that wants to come back here and live, or to attract new families that want to come to our communities to live and to work and to raise their families. And so there's a lot of things we can do to make that happen. One thing that's very important is we have to have adequate first responders. We have to have good police, good fire, good EMS protection. And I can tell you, if those are volunteer services, most communities I visited with are having trouble fielding enough volunteers to have a fully staffed department. And we need to make sure we provide incentives, and I hope can work with that issue at the General Assembly to make sure there are adequate incentives, because when people dial 911, they expect and deserve a quick response. Like I said, I am a farmer. I'm involved with Indiana Farm Bureau. One of the things with rural communities that we all have in common is the base, the financial economic base is agriculture. And so we need to have a strong agricultural community. I will be the only full-time farmer elected in the General Assembly next year. Next year is a budget year, so one of the priorities obviously is to continue to pass a balanced budget, which my predecessors have done an outstanding job with as well. So again, my name's Kendall Culp, and I would certainly appreciate your support in the election coming up. I would say, to answer the question, if you'd like me to do that now, besides the importance of the budget, the other thing, since I'm not an incumbent, priorities would need a strong energy policy in Indiana. We need a strong energy policy in the United States, but to focus on Indiana, if you look at House District 16, again, I told you those 4 counties made up. Think of the diversity of energy produced in those counties. There's a coal-fired plant, electric plant, there's gas-fired, there's renewables such as wind, such as solar, there's hydropower in White County, there's an ethanol plant, there's dairy farms using their organic fertilizer that they're taking the methane and putting back and selling as natural gas. This is a very rich district for production of energy. And so I would like to go to Indianapolis and hopefully work with my fellow legislators and make sure that that's a priority, that we look at a strong energy policy for Indiana. Thank you.
Jim Pressel, District 20 State Rep.
I have had the privilege and honor, and what a humbling experience it's been to represent Center Township and probably the northern half of Stark County for the last 6 years. And I just want to say thank you. I'm running unopposed this year, but through redistricting, I lost the majority of Stark County, and I feel you're going to be in great hands with Representative Culp. I hope you will all support him, and I gave a pledge back during the primary that won't be the last you'll see of me, just because I lost this part of the district. I made a lot of great relationships, and I will be back in Stark County and remain here to make sure you continue to give what's needed, because I have a little bit of time, and I go rogue every once in a while on the microphone. I just want to do a big shout out for all of the candidates. Anybody that is taken the time to put your name on a ballot, the courage that that takes is amazing. And unless you've been through it, you really have no idea. So I am humbled to be in the presence of so many people that want to do public service, and especially my sister, Tiffany. Tiffany, for the first time, has put her name on the ballot to be township trustee, and I wish her all the luck in the world. And if I have a question, do I? No questions?
No.
None, that's awesome. So I will be really brief because you got a lot of people. Thank you again for your support.
I can say this because there's no votes involved, but Jim Pressel has been an amazing rep for our district. He has served us well. He's represented people on both sides of the aisle. He's been fair, and he's been attentive. Whenever an organization or a group here in Stark County has needed him, he's been there. He's even been the guest speaker at Skill. I know that was the highlight of your entire career.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
I'd love to come back, just saying.
Oh, okay. He shouldn't have said that. All right, we are now down to township trustees and boards.